I'm Stephanie Straw with BoardGameGeek, here with Michael Aldridge and Sean Smith of Infinite Dreams Gaming, and we are talking about Warehouse 13. So tell us a little bit about this game.
Yeah, we've been working on it for about 4 years and finally got the license from NBC Universal, and so we've been cleared to post it on the Geek and to start showing demos of it here at Gen Con. So basically, each player takes on the role of a warehouse agent. One of the 5 major ones, we have Micah and Pete, Claudia, Jinx, and Artie, of course. For people who are familiar with the show, they should be familiar with all of those. Most of the warehouse agents are loyal warehouse agents, but one of them is going to be a traitor.
Oh, no.
Which will be working for McPherson, which is the primary adversary for the base game. And if and when we do any expansions, we're going to add on different adversaries as we go. So basically, the agents will go out to the ping location, basically as they do on the show, and go out to acquire artifacts. Initially, the artifact will be hidden, and some clue dice will be rolled and placed on the artifact. These clues have to be investigated actually in the ping location. All of the other clues will be rolled and then placed for the investigators to investigate. The investigators will use these, excuse me, Sean, will use these trade cards in order to claim the dice. For instance, this is a 1 tech card. It can be used to claim a die that has a 1 tech or a 0 tech symbol. Exactly.
And you claim that, so then you'll have that and be able to use it?
Exactly. All of these clues, let's say for instance I am playing Micah and I have claimed several of these clues. They will go behind my screen. And then after all of the dice have been removed from the artifact is visible and any effects will happen. Once all the dice are removed and have been investigated or lost to the neutralizer bucket, then the agents will roll the dice behind their screen in order to try to match these numbers.
So let's do that.
So I've rolled these in secret, and Claudia will not have known what I roll. I will place one of these underneath my dice cover. It looks like a little warehouse, and then Claudia will do the same. We'll reveal at the same time. It looks like we both done something that's going to help acquire the artifact.
So you just need 1 tech, 3
lore. Exactly. 4 intuition, and no logic. So
we got 1 of the tech and one of the lore. But the adversary, which while the traitor is hidden, the adversary is still working against the group. And that die would get rolled. Oh, that matches the one that I applied.
Takes it away.
Exactly.
That would get neutralized.
Exactly.
Except Claudia has the ability that whenever she's applying a green die, it actually cannot get neutralized. So it would have actually been saved from that. Anyone else applying that die would have gotten neutralized.
Right. Each of these characters has an always on ability. They have a once per episode ability. This is 1 episode. A once per episode ability, a once per game or once per season ability, and then a drawback. So each of the characters is a little bit different. Sort of, it has a lot of
KO and double 0.
Exactly. If they're rolling these warehouse dice, the warehouse dice have a 0, 2 1s, 2 2s, and a 3. Oh, these are wonderful dice. But instead of rolling 1 warehouse die, she gets to roll 2. However, when she rolls double 0, she gets knocked out. So, so after we have applied a die, then we roll again, place again, apply again, until we either acquire the artifact or do not. If we do not acquire the artifact, then the adversary is going to get a consequence, which is going to help him in the finale. If we do happen to acquire the artifact, it'll go here in the stacks. Whoops, in the stacks, and we get to eliminate a face-up consequence.
Cool. So that's one that was already in effect?
Well, saying that this was already in effect, then we could choose that one and say, we don't want that one, or simply discard one at random off the top of the consequence.
The back of the board looks like this, so it has reminders on actions and stuff like that, so that's cool.
Each turn...
same thing there.
Exactly. Each turn an agent will take an action, or they have to heal if they've been knocked out or wounded. After they've taken an action, then they work the case, which is when they spend a trade card in order to acquire the clue dice. And then they can draw a trade card for free. If they cannot, when they work the case, if they cannot claim a die, then one is going to get lost to the neutralizer bucket. So the dice sort of work as a countdown timer. As time goes on, those clues are going to disappear off the board. So if they're not acquired in time, then you're going to lose those dice. If you lose the dice, you're not going to get the artifact. If you don't get the artifact, then the adversary gets stronger. And if the adversary gets stronger, he's going to win during the finale.
Should note that this copy is still a prototype. This is definitely not the finished artwork.
We have to get approval from NBC on everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are just prototype things, but a good bit of graphic design has gone into it already.
So where can we go to hear more about this game, or is this coming out? You said.
Yes,
we will be on Kickstarter in October.
Kickstarter, okay.
We are trying to keep people up to date as much as NBC allows us to via our Twitter feed, which is at INFN8DRMS Gaming.
INFN8. DRMS
Just
Gaming.
search Infinity Dreams Gaming.
Infinite Dreams Gaming. If you search that and or search for a hashtag Warehouse 13 the board game all together, Warehouse 13 the board game, you'll find our Twitter feed. And so you can find out all the information there. We're still in process of getting up a website and Facebook page. Those also have to be improved by NBC, so that's why it's a little bit slow.
Yeah.
You can also fan us on the BGG page. We finally got Warehouse 13 put up in the last couple of weeks.
Appreciate that.
On BoardGameGeek, so we're good to go there.
Cool. So Kickstarter October.
October's the plan, no later than Q4 though.
Awesome. And that is Warehouse 13, the board game.